the Los Angeles Chargers, taking on the Chicago Bears.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Time on.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here in England. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a man who spent his college years on Rocky Top. It's Tyler Bray.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And yet again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. How about that? Their quarterback, 33 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even in the pass passing play. He's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Chargers nothing.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The veteran Tyrod Taylor gets set to lead this Chargers offense as they take the field.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Simpson. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Austin Eckler, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Simpson, and he's got his man in stride. Complete. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood with a 3rd down. Play was the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
To number 80.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Chargers nothing.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there, pushes this to 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. A Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Tyrod Taylor's sacked.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown.
Touchdown.
That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Simpson, and incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times, just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Simpson, and the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now this one complete on the slant route, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Tillery able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Lawrence. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Chargers nothing.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or in it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We have hit halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Chargers, nothing.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stopped the play right there in the middle of the field.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Operating from the gun, Simpson. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. On fourth down, Simpson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Simpson. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Simpson. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on second down, Simpson. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
35-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Simpson. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, Simpson. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Taylor going to put this in the hands of Eckler. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Simpson. It's caught. He finds Norwood. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off the play fake, Simpson. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far, and no touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted, still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, Simpson. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down.
Intended for Austin.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On fourth down, Simpson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Simpson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Simpson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Simpson's pass intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Today's final score, Bears 24, Chargers nothing.
So